Yahoo! I started saying that when I I was muted. That would have been very funny if I just did my whole intro and didn't realize I was muted. But anyways, yahoo! Hello, hello everyone. It is I, your favorite leafy boy, Avery, and welcome back to another library. We are doing Honkai Star Rail again in another Star Rail Sunday. Last week, we have discovered quite a lot of things. Aventurine had a confrontation with Sunday, and he gave him an ultimatum. So right now, Aventurine is going to be trying to investigate Robin's passing, if I remember correctly. And we also made a little bit of a... Oh, you're so cute. Sorry, I got distracted by our little friend there. But yeah, on the Astral Express's side of things, we did get some more information about Velt and Acheron, if I remember correctly. That was last week as well. And Himeko and the youngins did manage to find Gallagher. So we are going to be continuing with Aventurine here. As the title may suggest, the gambler's investigation is going to commence from here. A little announcement just before we start. Next week, stream is... well, we will be streaming, or I will be streaming, but it's going to start a little later than this new schedule that we are experiencing, like I'm trying to keep. There's some things that came up that I have to attend to, and I cannot start streaming because of that at the same time. So next week, stream later, but we are most probably going to be finishing this current Trailblaze mission, which is, if my memory serves correctly, is Cat Among Pigeons. Yes. So we are going to be finishing Cat Among Pigeons next week. Hopefully. Most probably. Because I'm not sure how long these segments are going to be. These submissions, or whatever you want to call them. But I'm planning on doing at least 2. If it's not too long, maybe 3. But we'll see. Anyways, I think it's time to get back into the stream, or the story. So, what do we have to do here? Again, distribute gems and ask around for clues regarding the stowaways. Okay. So, we are going to be doing an investigation here. La Rose.
Would you be willing to support my performance? And keep the Song of Beauty alive in the cosmos?
Here, I got these gems for you.
Wow, how fabulous! But why would you give such a wonderful gift to a random stranger like me?
Well, you see, I can't bear to see anyone in this sweet dream suffering from poverty.
That's
Yeah.
incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much,
Also,
sir.
we are
If you ever get the chance,
kind of
please feel free to come by and indulge in my
dying.
singing.
Sure thing. Oh, by the way, do you happen to know anything interesting about death?
Death? That's a pretty scary topic, and it doesn't really match the mood of this sweet dream.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Penacony. As you know, the more chilling the stories, the more attention they get. Maybe you could help me out.
Maybe.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but there have been some rumors about a guest at the reality hotel who fell into a deep sleep and didn't wake up.
Okay.
It was like they were in some
That
sort
is
of coma.
something.
Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually regained consciousness. Well, all customers are under the protection of the family after all.
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy headline. May Shibe protect us. Unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in a dream. But unfortunately, the customer ended up waking up in the end.
So it's probably or possibly not Robin.
I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony starting to kick in?
Who knows? We'll see.
The world has truly lost its way.
And what makes you say that? Have these gems, please.
You. Wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank show, right?
Nuh-uh.
You must have some cameras set up around here to film yourself doing good deeds, right?
No.
You youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an audience. But you know what? A truly great show never comes easy.
Okay.
Oh, a great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something. Do you know where I can find death in this dream?
I was not expecting Aventurine to be this straightforward, though. If I'm being honest.
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death, huh? Well, let me give you a piece of advice. Don't think you're the first one who's ever thought of that idea. Death? Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. He claimed it was some exclusive fancy schmancy stuff. Now, but what a disappointment.
So we got a name here, Dr. Edward. Does he have anything to do with this?
Awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut, and then all you see are blurry glimpses of buildings and lights. The sky was spinning so fast it almost made me puke.
I mean, it does check out. So it might be the person that we are looking for.
Is that all?
But yeah, it's not that much to go about.
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony movie industry. They even call this junk groundbreaking art. Can you believe it?
Okay, movie industry, probably not what we are looking for.
What a joke. Well, I'll leave you be then. I hope you have a wonderful day. A monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the memory zone meme. But buildings and lights... I don't think those have anything to do with death. Oh, that whole dream bubble was probably created using rumors and gossip.
Yeah, it's probably something. I mean, the monster covered in eyes is quite spot on, actually. But it's the movie industry, so it's probably built a built illusion about, or based on rumors and gossip, as Aventurine said as well. So it's not the thing that's
The disturbing voice
actually
in my head.
we need.
It's getting closer.
We'll see.
Take care, my friend. If you ever find yourself in danger, remember that the hounds are always ready to help.
Why do I feel like I know this voice, but I'm not sure from where? I got these gems for you. The expression on this hunk of a man. Hunk of a man. I love that. I love that phrase. Was complex, as if he were looking at a mud-soaked sparrow unable to fly, nearing its end. He either thinks we are trying to bribe him for something, or he is pitying us for something. I'm not sure. Talk again, please. I want to hear your voice.
You don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can contact the hotel and have them wake you up forcefully.
That won't be necessary. I have some business to attend to. But thank you all the same.
All right, then. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to reach out to us hounds.
Well, actually, I do need a favor. As the most outstanding hound in Penacony, have you come across any stowaways recently?
Butter them up as the most outstanding hound in Penacony. Like, yeah. Look at those buttons. They are like that button is hanging on for dear life. Very interesting. Very interesting model. I cannot put his voice anywhere. Like, I know this voice. I feel like I know this voice. And I feel like it sounds a little bit like Gallagher. Or, hear me out. Okay, my mind went blank and I cannot think of his name. Tempo. So it kind of sounds like Gallagher or Sempo, but I cannot put my finger on it. And I might just be the Lulu here, and it's a completely different actor, but his voice sounds very similar, in my opinion. Anyways, moving on.
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in Penacony? We've never had anything like that before.
All right. Good luck with your work then. What was I even thinking? Family would never share intel with the IPC. Does everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family? Darn it. Now I just want to dig out my brain and use it as evidence.
He's very tall, dude. Like, look at that guy. He's very tall. Anyways. Bocchi? Bocchi.
Sip of
If it's
liquor.
Italian, I think
A
it's
blissful
Bocchi.
reprieve. To drown 1,000 sorrows. Let worries leave. I know I have what it takes to become a poet.
I mean, that's a start. Here's a few gems for you.
Oh? You're giving these gems to me?
Yeah.
Didn't expect to meet such a generous soul in this place. Or are you just pitying me? Well, it really doesn't matter. As long as I have Soul Glad, that's enough. This is just a dream after all.
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend. It's not good for your health.
Aw, look at him.
Oh. Maybe I really should quit. But not before meeting the Devil of Soul Glad.
Is there such a thing?
The Devil of Soul Glad? Care to elaborate?
Yeah. It's a seahorse with a long neck.
Okay.
They say it loves to appear to drunk people, especially the ones who are passed out on the side of the road. How funny.
So you're trying to drink as much Soul Glad as you can to be blackout drunk and meet a seahorse?
Yeah. Very funny indeed. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That is a puzzle. That's not where we need to go. We have a few more people here. Uma.
You want to talk to me? Sure, but nothing too sensitive, okay?
Oh boy. Here, I got these gems for you.
Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But to be honest, I've never seen anyone who gives out money to others like you. So, are you trying to be the prince from the tale, handing out his gold leaf garment and melting his lead heart in the fire?
I'm flattered. I'm no prince, and I just thought these gems would help you speak. So, as an investigative reporter, maybe you've heard something about death?
Ah, another curious soul.
Another.
I see. Well, that was actually the topic I was most into when I entered the industry. But my boss shut it down.
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some third-rate tabloid.
I mean, if there's... Here's the thing. Third-rate tabloid and investigative journalism. I bonked my mic stand again. Sorry about that if you heard that. But the thing about third-rate tabloid journalism and investigative journalism is two very separate things. And sure, they can cover the same topics. But the thing is, investigative journalism, I hope I'm not peaking. I'm kind of figuring out how far I have to be from the mic and how loud I have to speak. But the thing about investigative journalism is you are delving into a topic very, very deeply. You are looking up people who know about the topic. You are looking up places where your topic is concerned. You are looking up most probably some sources, be it other media outlets or non-fiction sources or anything basically, but you are trying to be as factual and as, what's the word that I'm looking for? I would say factual is the best way to put it, but you're trying to be as factual as possible about the topic. Third-rate tabloids, on the other hand, are about sensation. Everything that they are putting out has to be some kind of sensation. So like, if she does the research well and she can do or prove how much research and how factual she is, it's not going to look like a third-rate tabloid. Like, this is the thing. I'm sorry about this. My human studied media sciences, so we can talk about this for a very long time, and I'm running the show away from what it's supposed to be. But yeah, that's just saying, like an FYI, or fun fact.
I thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by nightmare ghosts isn't exactly professional material.
Well, if that's how you think about it, then might be true. I'm just saying, there is a difference, and it's very noticeable.
Guess she's got a point. Thank you for sharing.
He's not having fun. That's for sure. I think this is the last person we gotta talk to. Barley. I think.
Were you wanting to talk to me?
Yes,
Sorry, I thought you were checking out something behind me.
No. Here, I got these gems for you.
This? A gift? For me?
Yeah.
Are you sure this isn't some kind of mistake?
No.
Yes, it's for you. Just take it.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift. Not for my parents, but for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, it's not much. I just want to ask you something.
I knew it. What's on your mind? Are you trying to ask about my father or my mother?
No. You are misunderstanding, kind sir.
Neither. I just wanted to know if you've ever heard about death in the dreamscape.
Oh, you sound just like my father. Always warning me about danger, even in dreams. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does go haywire. Funny, right now I'm still under his protection. How ironic.
Intellitron. Interesting. I guess that's why people are interested about your father and mother. Because you have an Intellitron as a father.
Hey, stay positive. Gold will always shine one day, right? The Devil of Soulglad, Dangers in the Dream, and Nightmare Ghosts. Well, surely death is a popular topic in this sweet dream granted by the family. I've collected a bunch of rumors, but no useful clues.
Yeah.
The gems in my bag are running low. Well, let's see if my last lucky interviewee brings some surprises.
Let's see.
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers.
I know that voice. Why are you here?
Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
Sparkle. Hi.
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
Probably.
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
I do not like her. I'm sorry. There's so many people probably out there who love her. I do not like Sparkle.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because what?
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that I've drawn you out, will you reward me with an answer for my efforts?
Bro is playing 3D chess here.
Why should I help you?
Why not?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. I just need an answer to one question. Back then, when you asked me to find a mute, did you really mean Robin?
That's a good question.
And what if I say no?
Wait. Wait.
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you, but what difference would it make?
He knows
Let
that
me tell you
there's
something.
one.
There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though she is still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find her again.
She's talking about Firefly, I guess?
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
Good for you, my man. I am very confused still.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
No. That's not what he said. She's gaslighting. Everyone, she's gaslighting. I do not like that.
Exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 16 system hours.
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured destruction button, and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, what?
If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right?
I don't think that's what they meant.
Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care too.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth did you manage to bring it in here?
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but it's good to hear that he's still here in Penacony.
They are definitely talking about Firefly. Yeah.
I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people will wake up, and those who couldn't speak will find their voices again.
Those who couldn't speak will find their voices again. That is a very interesting sentence that I'm not sure how to interpret right now.
When that time comes,
We'll see.
go ahead. Press the button. Light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me. Catch you later, fool.
You're still talking big. But sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
I do not like her. I'm so sorry.
So, number 35. You're back. Like your new lucky charm?
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sigonian hound.
No.
The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, you and your good luck are my assets. Are we clear? Your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased 34 other slaves.
No. No. Just no. Dude, no.
Go! Play a game with them. If you come out alive after 2 days, it proves that you're the real deal.
No.
You're insane.
Exactly.
Testing out if you're a good product.
He's a human being, not a product.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brats like you. But you look good, and that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you. So go along now and don't let your master down.
How much did you spend?
What?
My price. How much did you pay for me?
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was 60 tanba. No more, no less.
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 tanba. Deal?
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Oh, you've got some guts. Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. Don't forget your place, slave. You're not qualified to be at the table. You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back with more chips for your master, or you never come back.
I do not like this part. I do not like this part.
It's all or nothing. Don't embarrass me, my lucky
That is just
What brings you
so.
here, Gallagher?
That is just so infuriating to hear. I'm so sorry. Uh, mm. That's just so wrong on so many levels. And like I understand. No, I don't understand. I can see why the juxtaposition is shown to us. He's a gambler. He always lived on the edge when it comes down to his luck. He was the lucky child, as we've seen before, but that is so dark. I I don't I don't know how to feel about that. Oh, let's just continue and see where things go.
Some friends from the old days. Do you have a moment to spare, Siobhan?
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? We're dedicated to serving up nothing but pure joy and laughter.
Let's go.
What would you like to drink? I'll whip it up for you.
Shaban. I've heard about Shaban before. She's cool.
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval.
Yeah, I would say so. Serval is pretty cool.
Who's
She's
Serval?
cool indeed.
Will you introduce me to her? Huh?
Would you like to get to know her?
Oops. She's heard us.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar today. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table. Where did you stash the ingredients?
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
Special
That's
drinks, you
exactly
say?
what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. Go around the bar and bring me any ingredients you fancy. The discussion might take quite some time, so I'll prepare some customized, non-alcoholic drinks for you.
In the bar? But aren't all the ingredients right there on the counter?
That's what I was I wanted to ask. Like, we are in a bar. Do we really have to find ingredients
Why,
ourselves?
we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Comfort, hunger, confusion, or even boredom. It's all within reach, right at your fingertips.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me my lovely lady.
Okay. So,
Even in reality, mixing drinks
March?
is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's atmosphere, master technique, and spin a tale of mystery and anticipation.
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
okay. That's interesting actually. That's kind of cool.
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck, so don't overthink it. Indecisiveness has no place when it comes to enjoyment.
Okay. Trailblaze Chronicle. Let's go. So Gallagher was a bartender before. How did he become, you know?
It's Soul Glad. But I thought they didn't sell Soul Glad at the bar. Let's give it a shake. Nice.
Maybe someone else brought it here. Maybe it's placed here for decoration. It's no good for our drink if all shaken up. I'm not sure. Like, fizzy drinks in a drink. A mocktail. Maybe someone else brought it here.
glad everywhere these days. So it wouldn't be a
What?
surprise if someone brought a bottle here.
What just happened? Was that just me, or did the game actually... Or the game sound just actually... glitch out? I think the game sound actually glitched out. Maybe my PC is getting very... I need to look into upgrading, but for now let's just move on and hope that it's not a big deal.
Why don't they sell Soul Glad in this bar? Did something happen?
It's all about the bartender's pride. It wouldn't make sense for customers to come here and order drinks they can find anywhere else. That's the mindset I use when I brew my coffee.
Understandable though. Like, I get it.
You're right, Himeko.
Classic Soul Glad.
Hey, look at all these chips scattered everywhere.
A few days ago, an actor from the Iris family came. Caused a ruckus with Siobhan. Those chips must have gotten scattered during all the chaos.
I can only imagine how intense that scene must have been. So enemies drop gold coins even in a dream. I like that one.
That's a clever metaphor.
That being said, opening a bar in this place, filled with monsters, is quite a feat. Siobhan must have a lot of tricks up her sleeve, right?
You'll have to ask her yourself to find out. But I have a feeling she won't budge unless you impress her with an incredible drink.
That's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
Stay out of my way. I'm looking for Siobhan.
Uh-huh? What's all the commotion about?
Okay.
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amiki? The Dream Jolt Hostelry only welcomes guests who want to enjoy a drink to their heart's content. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in your proposal.
But you have the talent. You'll attract a huge audience. You're destined for the Iris' stage, not for this rundown shack. Come with me. We'll become the talk of Penacony, a shining light into every corner of the dreamscape. Please, Siobhan, I really need you.
What is this about?
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests. Don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. If you don't come along, I'll just sit here and not go anywhere else. Give me a sparkling drink. Sweet. With extra ice.
Just... one moment.
What's her deal? We can't discuss the case with other people hanging around the bar.
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours again?
How come even you, Himeko? I mean, that's one way to get her out.
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
Probably the only way to
You're
get
one
her
of
out.
Siobhan's guests, right?
Yes, hi.
What can I do for you? If you're here to convince me to leave, please stop it. I'll never leave until she accepts my proposal. I just don't get why she won't leave this place. This rundown shack with no customers whatsoever.
You see, lady, some people do not like a certain type of life, especially if you want to force them into it. And if this rundown shack, as you put it, makes her happy, you should just let her be happy. Siobhan just said anything can be imbibed. I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Perhaps you can try various experiments to see what different emotions can brew with different drink ingredients. Try reading her thoughts. Calm, angry, happy, sad. Angry? Right now she's calm, I think.
Those darn Irish jerks! They're the ones who forced Siobhan into hiding here, running this pesky bar. It's all their dirty scheming. I get it now. She's not leaving because she doesn't want to run into them again.
Fair enough, yeah.
I can help clear the way for her. I can do her a favor. I'll go back and write a letter to the Dream Master exposing the crimes committed by the Iris family. Siobhan will definitely appreciate it.
That's kind of wild to do, actually. I'm not sure if that's...
I just don't get why she won't...
I don't think that would help. Happy?
I've seen it. The moment when Siobhan and I share the stage, the crowd is going wild. Applause crashing like waves. The aroma of irises fills the air. A beautiful melody playing. Ribbons dancing around us. And the taste is sweeter than honey.
So it's like a stage performance? Like musician?
I've seen that scene countless times in my dreams, and every time it mesmerizes me. That's why I have to bring her back to that world, no matter what it takes.
That's not really how it works, though.
Want to raise a glass, my attentive listener? Let's consider it a toast to my far-fetched dream.
Amiki poured Pika white grape soda into her tall glasses, and
She's still not leaving. Maybe I'll have to try again.
I couldn't finish reading that.
I just don't get why...
Let's make her sad?
It's ridiculous, right? Our paths were never meant to cross, yet I'm still holding on to her.
Okay, I think this might be it.
I'm too timid and shy, longing to shine but afraid of stepping into the spotlight. I need her guidance because I'll never be able to do anything alone.
That kind of hit hard. Yeah, I get you.
You don't know Siobhan's past.
That is true.
And you have no clue how radiant she used to be. Even among the talented Iris family, her skill was unmatched.
But if it didn't make her happy, and she chose a completely new life that makes her happy now, you have no right to force her back into something that she does not want to be a part of.
I know she probably thinks I'm just trying to ride her fame to get ahead. But all I want is for her to reclaim her place.
You feel an inexplicable mix of bitterness and sweetness that permeates the air. The next moment, that emotion turns into something.
Talking to you has got me feeling a bit down. My thoughts are swirling, making my mind clear, and bringing tears to my eyes. Maybe I should find a place to reflect on what Siobhan truly means to me.
Yeah. That sounds like a great idea, Miss Amiki.
Here's the payment for the drinks. Please, pass it on to her. I'm leaving now.
Amiki has left?
Yes.
That's good for her. Radiant dreams may be enticing, but they're nothing more than dreams. Her drink is on the house. Please keep the money.
I just realized when Shaban was talking with Amiki that she has a halo, like a physical halo, and I don't think that's like a decoration. She might be related somehow to Sunday and Robin, who have halos as well. I'm not sure what the like species would be the correct way to say that, but she might be one of those, or like somehow related to, or I'm just overthinking.
When you're ready, go to Gallagher. I can tell he's itching to show off his skills.
And I'm ready to see it. I'll just look around and see if there's any more things that we can find as recipes. And a treasure chest. Anything else? Space anchor. Cool. Another treasure.
Oh, you want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself.
That's a birdie. I will get back to it later. If I do the clock, is it going to... I don't think it's going to give us a recipe. I think we got the ones that we can
That being
get.
said, mixing a drink is way simpler than you'd imagine. Just pick your favorite ingredients, toss them in a glass, mix it up, and it's done.
Let's see what
So,
we can
go
get.
ahead. Explore the bar and bring me any ingredients you prefer.
I've gathered all the ingredients I
Nice
need.
work. Let me take a look. You found some interesting ingredients there. Now, take your pick. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the base ingredient sets the tone for the initial taste and the lingering aftertaste. So, which one would you like to use as the base?
I did not find everything. I'm going to cancel. I want to find everything. If I talk to Himeko, I cannot talk to Himeko. Anything here that I can interact with? That's an exit. Nothing. Nothing. It might actually be... Oh, or maybe... Wait. I think it's this one.
Can this be used for mixing drinks? Oh, and there's a note underneath. Exchange with your precious things. Oh, what should we exchange for it? And who should we give our stuff to?
Very good questions. Give praise of high morals. Give 50,000 credits. Give a bag of trash. I don't think Trailblazer would like to get rid of a bag of trash. So, praise of high morals it is.
Whoa! The words on the note are changing. Happiness belongs to the noble. Does this mean we can take it? Doing good deeds does pay off. Thank you.
Bright future. Okay, that's not the one that I was looking for. Anything else to interact with? No? No? No. No? No? Maybe I do need to interact with the origami bird? Would you like to invite me to drink with you, customer? Mr. Soda's liquor sure goes down well. Swell. Inspiration is pouring out like bubbles. I'm getting ready to exchange creative ideas with Lady Vermilion. Dear customer, I'll have to tip a few back with you next time. Tweet. Bye-bye. Okay, so that wasn't it. Maybe this one?
Check out this bottle! The liquid inside looks beautiful. And the label reads... Dream syrup. Thick. I don't see an expiration date. But the production date is... half an amber era ago.
Wow, okay.
Ugh, drinking this stuff can't lead to anything good. That's for sure.
Maybe it hasn't expired yet, but I thought we could drink anything in dreams.
That's true. But this really doesn't seem fresh.
Did you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding? Don't worry, it's all just a dream and it won't upset your stomach. It's been aging for years and should have a refined taste by now. Feel free to have some. It's perfect for entertaining lovely guests like you.
If you say so.
Then we'll keep it for now.
Now I am interested. And this is what I was looking for, and I hope there's no other ingredients and the clock does not give us ingredients.
That being said, mixing a drink is... So, go ahead. Explore the bar.
I've gathered all
Nice
the
work. Let me
ingredients.
take a look.
Hopefully
You
I
found
did.
some interesting ingredients there. Now, take your pick. Each drink has its own unique flavor.
Let's go with dream syrup. I am interested now.
You won't find a sweeter drink anywhere in Penacony. And that's what today's dream seekers crave. Now that you've chosen the base, it's time to pick the adjunct. The ingredient that'll create a marvelous chemical reaction with the base. It should give an unforgettable taste without overpowering the main tone. So, what's your choice for the adjunct?
Bright future.
Bright future. A taste that's been a long time coming. I'll never forget the flavor that danced on my tongue as Mikhail whisked me through the dreamscape wilderness. Those were haunting times. Too beautiful to be real.
Okay, that's a new name, Mikhail. It does not seem familiar to me, so it's probably someone new.
Mikhail.
Almost there. Let's pick a decoration. Which style do you prefer? Anything you need, I've got it.
Straws with concentric circles. Hanu sign, coin-shaped lemon slices. Dream syrup, bright future. Let's go with lemon.
The IPC's favorite. Ambitious, aren't you?
That's not why I chose that. I chose that because lemons sound refreshing.
Well, it's done.
Not because of the IPC. Anyways.
Here's to you, Dream Seeker, with this glass of El Dorado.
Oh.
To golden dreams.
Well done, Gallagher. You're not over the hill yet.
So, are you satisfied?
Oh, the flavors. They're way more sophisticated than Soul Glad.
The richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece, especially with the adjuncts. I can taste the spicy and sour notes with a hint of sweetness. I'm not entirely sure what it all means. Maybe Mr. Gallagher can shed some light on it.
Well, if you're expecting a profound answer, I'm afraid I'll disappoint you.
Well then, and sorry to butt in like this, but like we have an investigation that we wanted to talk about. What about that? The drinks are great. Don't get me wrong, and it's nice to see Gallagher in his element like this. But the investigation.
The imagery it implies is pretty straightforward. It's just a glimpse of what this dream truly tastes like. Nothing more.
Does this true taste have anything to do with that, Mikhail?
Now we are talking. I heard this dream, the name in my dream. Wait, is that the one where we were like trying to escape and Mikhail was leaving someone behind? I think that one. That's what his name was.
Yeah, that name does sound familiar. When you got knocked out by that masked fool girl, I think I heard someone calling that name. Do you remember?
I was right about you. You guys seem to know quite a bit. And now there's no reason to hide anything from you anymore.
Please share. I would like to know. I really would like to know.
Let's dig deeper into the case. And of course, I'll tell you a story about Mikhail.
Please do. Thank you. This is so
All right.
nice.
Let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has.
Mm-mm.
It seems that Firefly isn't a local or an invited guest. In other words, she's a stowaway.
Okay.
She managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are a common sight. You're bound to run into one sooner or later. After the incident, the hounds wasted no time searching for that girl in both the dreamscape and reality. But here's the thing. We only received bad news, and the trickiest kind at that.
Okay, so the Bloodhounds actually investigated.
She simply vanished, leaving no trace in the dreamscape or reality, as if she had never come to Penacony at all.
I see where this is going.
Huh? Does that mean...
Maybe things will turn out different than what we think?
Different? Are you suggesting that girl wasn't actually killed? Come on, aren't you a witness in this case?
We are in a dream, Mr. Gallagher.
Let me be frank. This case, actually, is unlike anything the Bloodhound family has dealt with before.
I can imagine.
Dealt with before, so death does happen in Penacony, if I understand correctly.
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side. We're all adults here. Surely I don't need to explain too much to you. Confronting the family based on that alone would be naive. Death may occur in sweet dreams. So what? Such events are highly unlikely and only affect a tiny number of people. If you really want to delve deeper into this case, you need to understand the true problem with the family.
He knows something. Of course he knows something. I am very interested. What can you share with us?
I guess it's time to tell the story of that Mikhail.
You're very perceptive. The Astral Express has received that music box too, right? Do you know the secrets it holds?
Yes, we do.
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the Watchmaker, father of Penacony, and thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber?
That's the exact wording.
Thank you, Himeko. I wouldn't have been able to recall it, but yeah.
Hey, why are you laughing? Wait, did you write it? It's quite poetic.
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case. So how could I not know? I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't come from the family. You might have even guessed
Figured
that the
as much.
relationship between the family and the watchmaker isn't as close as it seems.
Yeah, figured as much.
That's just our speculation. Actually, it's hard to believe that the father of Penacony and its actual managers are at odds.
I mean, that's the thing with legacies. When one wants to change things up or innovate? Is that a word? I think that's a word. Like, wants to bring something new to the table, bring something fresh to the table, there's always going to be a pushback, especially if there's someone who has vastly different views on what the original concept is supposed to be about, you know? So I guess it's not that hard to believe, but at the same time, I can see why it would be hard to believe.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absolutely correct. The family has considered the watchmaker an enemy for a long time, but the hounds haven't been able to track him down, as he seems to be living only in the characters and stories he created. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world, inviting you here and causing chaos?
Because the family wants to find him. But they can't. So if the watchmaker brings in people to solve this mystery, we will find him. And thus, the family finds him as well. Am I correct?
So, you want to seize this opportunity to expose the watchmaker?
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless to assist in the investigation, but kept you in the dark, right?
Yeah.
Because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the Land of the Dreams at all. He's the most shameful stain in the history of Penacony, and he's the root cause of all the anomalies in the dreamscape.
What does that mean? But what does this have to do with Mikhail?
You don't get it? Well,
Mikhail is the watchmaker, probably.
Mikhail, the betrayer of the family, he's the watchmaker.
Cutscene? No cutscene. Maybe cutscene?
Here we are, Clock Studios theme park, the most popular entertainment center in Penacony.
Okay, why are we here?
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the watchmaker? I would have expected you to take us to maybe a library or an archive room of sorts. But an amusement park?
The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way. To you, it's a fun place. But to me, it's a prison for the planet's past.
I mean, yeah, that's always the case when it comes to big tourist attractions, cities, and stuff like that. That's kind of how it works. To people who live there, it's there every day. It's nothing new. It's nothing special. It's just there. But for people who are tourists who just came here to see these attractions, some might say it's brand new. They probably have never seen that. Or if they saw it before, they came back because they liked it so much, because it's something different from what they are used to. So, and I guess we are in a dream, and not many people like to dream about, archives or libraries or places that you've been conditioned not to like, as a lot of people nowadays are. So like an amusement park kind of makes sense as an archive here.
You know that Penacony used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? All the
Yeah.
prisoners were brought here, helping the Garden of Recollection salvage the leaking memoria from the macrovoid. The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. The dreams of countless prisoners intersected and overlapped, and people started meeting each other in their dreams, living lives that were almost identical to reality. But everything has a price, and sweet dreams are no exception. In the end, the dream world was unable to alleviate the suffering of prisoners in reality. One of the prisoners broke free from the IPC's shackles and fought for freedom.
Interesting, okay?
He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville, the great peacemaker, and the faithful companion of the underdogs.
So the Clocky cartoon is actually a documentary. In a sense, yeah. It's a metaphorical documentary. So the character Hanu is based on a real life person. Yeah.
History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Penacony's actual history. These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant past. Once you realize this, you'll understand why we're here.
Can't wait to see it. But first, it's been more than an hour already. So, posture check. Do a little stretchy stretch. And don't forget to hydrate. Drink some water. It's very important. Okay. Hydration, check. Posture, check. Let's continue.
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around here.
They just received a lockdown order, supposedly from Sunday himself. Who knows what it's for?
Trash. Trash is an actual item that we can get from breaking some of these.
Why can't anyone go in?
We'll see about that.
So many of them. I've never seen anything like this, even when they're tracking down suspects.
That's a lot of people. Can you convince them to let us
We
in?
don't need to go in. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention inside. We can just talk here.
Okay. I thought you brought us here to show us something.
Let's find a quiet spot and continue our conversation. View here is great, right? We can see everything from here, including Clocky.
If all the characters in the animation are based on characters in reality, then Clocky's counterpart is definitely the Watchmaker.
Yeah, most probably.
In the animation, he's Hanu's partner and one of the founders of Dreamville. Does that mean the Watchmaker was personally involved in that war and sided with Asdana?
It was a monumental war for freedom. Hanunu fought alongside a motley crew of masked fools, nameless, history fictionologists, mourning actors, omen vanguards, even visitors from beyond the sky. In the end, they emerged victorious.
So that's how the Astral Express crew is kind of connected because of the Nameless.
Among them was the person who would eventually be known as the Watchmaker.
But if you do the math, doesn't that mean the Watchmaker was around for several centuries?
I mean, yeah.
I'm not
that
sure,
was a pretty
but
long
Mikhail
time
was
ago.
already the Watchmaker when I met him. so maybe he inherited the title.
How old are you now, Mr. Officer?
I'm 13.
Yes, that was the moment that this moment was memed so hard. I was waiting for it to happen. I'm 13. I'm sure there's an explanation for why he says that, but that's just too funny.
No way. Not even close.
Hanunu freed the frontier prison, but peace still eluded him. With limited resources, threats from the outside world, and internal conflicts between major prison districts, the future of Osdana was uncertain. It wasn't until the Watchmaker approached the family with the idea of turning the prison into the planet of festivities that Penacony finally gained its name and glory.
Here's the thing. I like that we are learning about the history of Penacony, but that does not give us anything concrete. The Watchmaker approached the family with the idea of turning the prison into the planet of festivities. How does one get to a conclusion like that? Though, like, it's a planet of prison. Like, it's a prison planet. How do you make a prison planet into basically a huge tourist attraction? Interesting.
Thus, he became known as the father of Penacony.
But didn't you say the Watchmaker betrayed the family? And you said you were his companion, so that means you...
No, I'm not his companion, but rather one of his many children.
Okay, this is getting complicated.
But I am indeed a traitor. Not to the family, but to Mikhail.
What did you do?
Nihimeko, you took those words out of my mouth. What happened?
I did nothing. And that's the worst betrayal of all. Just like you, I had close companions. We dedicated ourselves to Penacony. But the Oak family, they set us up. Mikhail was too old to protect his children anymore. So we left the family to find our own path. We were branded traitors of the Harmony, even though the true traitors were someone else. While they continue to praise the Watchmaker's name in the world, behind closed doors, they condemn him on a pillar of shame. Nevertheless, we wanted to clear his name. We intended to find the real traitor, the one responsible for all this, and restore harmony to Penacony. But we failed. Too much time had passed, and the land of the dreams had become deeply corrupted. After countless fruitless pursuits, I gave up. Like a lost dog.
But that is understandable from a certain point of view. Like, even if you wanted to do something, but you couldn't. I swear, I have to figure this mic situation out because I think I booped it again. Anyways, like from a certain point of view, if you try to clear his name and find the real traitors, but then you couldn't, it's not necessarily a betrayal, it's... I mean, at least in my opinion, but who am I to judge? And also what you are feeling is totally okay in this situation. Like, I understand why you feel that way.
The family accepted me and made me an officer, supposedly as a form of forgiveness. but it was actually a punishment. Since then, I've been completely cut off from my partners and my past. As for Mikhail,
Yeah. Yeah. Victor's Victor's like to play the forgiven and like the better person card after the victory, no matter how they won. And they like to tell you, like, oh yeah, it's forgiveness. We are the bigger person here. Like, yeah, this is exactly why we're doing this. But at the same time, if you think about it from the perspective of the one who lost, me working under you is not as nice or good of a deed as you are trying to sell it as.
I heard he died in obscurity, in a place where no one could find him. That's when I realized that the Penacony I once knew would never return.
That is sad.
We're truly sorry for what happened. But this is not the end of the story, right?
Apparently, someone has inherited the title of the Watchmaker and has been secretly working against the family all this time.
Who would that person be? Or is the Watchmaker an organization? That is actually a good question. Yeah. Who could that person be? I mean, someone has inherited, so who could that person be?
Unfortunately, after all these years, I have no idea who that person is, or if they're even real. Or just Mikhail's lost soul haunting the dreams. So, do you understand why I'm spilling all this info? Because I believe the girl's death must be connected to the Watchmaker's legacy. And at the end of all these mysteries, we will find the answers we are seeking.
Yes.
If it really is Mikhail's ghost, I want to meet him. If only for the last time. For those who despise me could form a line from here all the way to the entrance of the hotel. But those willing to look me in the eye and hear me out? Let's just say, there won't be many. I've told you all I know is a sign of gratitude. Thank you for listening to this old dog. Bark and all. Something just happened at the theme park. Now if you'll excuse me, good luck to all of you. How ironic. What's so different between the stowaways projected by Penacony today and the dream seekers once hailed as pioneers several amber eras ago?
Gallagher does have a troubled past, it seems.
And many interesting questions and problems to seek out and solve. We do know more about Penacony's past now. So the Watchmaker's legacy is the centerpiece of all of this. It's probably our key to find the truth. I am so invested in this. Like, there's so much information that we are getting and I'm not sure how to put it together. Like, still, I am still very puzzled about, like, we have fragments of information and I just don't really know how to actually put it together.
While Firefly's whereabouts remain a mystery, his stories shed light on our suspicions about the true identity of the Watchmaker, his connection to the family, and the power struggles hidden behind sweet dreams and death.
Yeah. The family isn't all united as one. Death is related to the Watchmaker. Clocky is based on the Watchmaker. I'm not sure that Death is related to the Watchmaker is actually something that we can 100% point out. But Clocky is based on the Watchmaker, we know that. And the family isn't all united as one. I'm going to choose this.
Gallagher suggests that the real traitor is someone else. Probably within the Oak family.
Yeah, he did talk about the Oak family specifically.
That lines up with what we've gathered so far. Firefly got involved in this mess because of the legacy. And now we're sure that Aventurine's accusations against Acheron are baseless.
Yes.
You're really into Clocky, huh? He's just a fictional character, not a real person.
Talk for yourself, Marge. You did not meet him. You're not special enough.
Speaking of which, that Clocky who only reveals himself to you is quite intriguing. It's a shame we've never met him since then.
See? Himeko at least believes me.
Now that we've confirmed a lot of our suspicions, let's take a moment to think about the clues we have. Send a message to Welt and see how things are going on his end.
Let's see. Ask about Welt's situation. Mr. Yang, our investigation here has come to an end. How's progress going on your end? Not too bad. The Galaxy Ranger and I agreed that the family might be hiding something extremely important. We're now headed to Dewlight Pavilion. Acheron, huh? Didn't Aventurine say she was dangerous? I've confirmed that she's on our side. Don't worry, please wait for a while. I'll keep you posted as soon as I find anything. We are switching. Let's go.
Are your companions worried about you?
Yes? Is that even a question? I am worried about him.
They're just checking up on me. Let's get in and get out. Seems they've made some progress. Looks like we're about to enter the depths of Dewlight Pavilion.
It's been a smooth ride. Almost too smooth for a heavily guarded mansion.
Let's see if there's anyone waiting to greet us.
Wait. Is this the place that I think it is? It might be. This place also might be familiar. Is this the... Yes. This is the place where Aventurine and Dr. Ratio had to get to the meeting with Sunday. That's a very cool looking attack. Very like precise, but also very laid back. Can we look at you? Cannot view detailed info. That's sad. That is sad. I should probably change up the theme though. Probably not Himeko. We do have Pela though for Nihility, because I do believe Acheron works well with other Nihility characters.
something feels off. A grand mansion like this and not a butler or servant in sight. Could it be due to the disruption caused by the emergency?
Maybe. I wouldn't think so, though.
This door is open. Looks like we'll have to investigate ourselves. Let's proceed with caution.
Just one moment.
Acheron draws her blade slightly. Within a moment...
Light. I've made myself less noticeable. The crew can explain their presence as authorized by the family, but I can't come up with any excuses for being here.
I see. What an interesting technique.
Okay. During exploration, using Acheron's technique to hit normal enemies will instantly defeat them without entering combat. When the technique does not hit an enemy, no technique points are consumed. Interesting. That's a fun mechanic.
Stream forth.
Boom. Nice. And we get every material that we would get from the combat as well.
Model in the sand pit. It's the golden hour, isn't it?
Maybe the heads of the family used that model for discussing important matters.
Maybe. I didn't even think about it like that.
The footprints here are different from the rest. There are 2 sets of them. Looks like outsiders might have passed through here not long ago.
That's probably Acheron, Aventurine, and
Can you
Dr.
identify
Ratio.
the people who left these footprints?
Well, there's a unique pattern here. Flamboyant, even. And judging by the size, I'd say these were men's shoes.
Yeah, it's them.
If I'm right, it could be the IPC ambassador, Aventurine.
Aventurine. What about the other set?
It looks like they were walking side by side as opposed to one behind the other, so the second individual is likely equal in status to Aventurine. The IPC is eager to reclaim Penacony, so their presence here is not unexpected.
True. Yes. And we do know what happened.
Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
That's so fun. That's so much fun to do. Especially when I know where to hit or how to hit.
Stream forth, the gleam of old
Boom. This is so much easier to farm materials with. I do not have Acheron though. Oh, treasure.
Seek, and you will find.
Do we have to fight? We have to get in, so we will have to fight.
While there aren't any people in this mansion, they've set up quite a few mimetic guards to patrol this place.
Yes. And we are entering a fight.
This is where it ends.
Blast.
Destined for oblivion.
Enemy targets detected.
Boom.
I've heard the call. Enemy data secure.
Let's do a debuff here. And then Acheron's ultimate. Boom. Boom.
It too shall fall.
That's such a good ultimate.
Serenity is before me.
Free will, or was it fate?
This mortal will watch over you and guide you on your path.
On the still waters of oblivion.
I'm not sure if Sunday is a good partner for her, but probably not.
Again, another journey begins.
If you ask me.
For oblivion.
Look, it dropped something.
A note. Looks like instructions from the butler for the other servants.
Seems like the mansion's entire workforce were assigned other tasks before Robin's death.
Before Robin's death?
It must have been a big project to require that much manpower. The Charmony Festival, perhaps.
Charmony Festival.
But no matter what their main priorities are, there should always be someone left at the mansion, right?
So you're saying someone deliberately cleared the place out?
Yeah, but I don't know why.
That is very, very much a 5D chess move, if that is the case. That is a trash can. I do not have the time for trash can Kun right now.
No one here either.
Since no one's around to entertain us, let's make ourselves at home. Stay close to me so that my white can cover you too.
So we are investigating here.
Seek, and you will...
A letter from Robin. Okay. Dear brother, how are you doing these days? I had intended to visit you at Dewlight Pavilion as soon as possible upon my return, but with the approaching Charmony Festival and your busy schedule, I refrained from troubling you. However, an urgent matter compels me to share something with you immediately. Since my return to Penacony, I have experienced a peculiar change in my voice. At first, I thought it was caused by exhaustion or illness, but after consulting with doctors, they assured me of my perfect health and dismissed my concern. However, my voice worsened over time, and I even experienced periods of complete voice loss. In order to find answers, I conducted many private investigations using my idle time out of rehearsals, of course. Eventually, I realized that the harmony in Penacony is not pure. Wait, so Robin was literally connected to the harmony in Penacony. And that's why she had trouble with her singing, because the harmony was corrupted. A discord lurking within has tainted my voice of harmony, which I believe to be the root cause of my vocal issues. I immediately realized that such levels of interference can only occur if either a powerful external force is pulling the strings or if a senior member of the family is involved. Unfortunately, further investigation has led me to the latter conclusion. Interesting. So Robin knew about the thing. Maybe that's why she had to pass. Someone took her out. This is an extremely alarming discovery. A traitor has emerged within the family in Penacony, and it is highly likely that this person is one of the 4 family heads. I trust you implicitly, dear brother, because of our promise. With the Charmony Festival on the horizon, I fear this person intends to impede its progress, or even use the festival for some ulterior motive. At any rate, I suggest you monitor the other family heads while also prioritizing your own safety. You are the only true family member I have left. There is another matter that requires our attention. During my investigation, I learned about the memory zone meme death, and my further inquiries led me to believe that the culprit who directed it to cause this series of incidents is likely the aforementioned traitor in the family. I have collected more clues and am prepared to verify my hypothesis. Rest assured, you can just focus on the preparations for the Charmony Festival. Once I've thoroughly investigated that, I'll come and meet you immediately. It won't take too long. Given your heavy workload, please take care of yourself. Don't stay in the dreamscape all the time. Spend some time in reality when you are free. I've brought some more specialties from other galaxies. Giant Moa? Is it Giant Moa? I don't know. Pudding tarts from Marillans? Wild strawberries from Aconiaco? Known for their exceptional size and sweetness, which I'm certain you'll enjoy. And almond meringue cream cracknels from Medicia? Don't forget to enjoy them. May Sheepa be with us. Your sister Robin.
As soon as I and the rest of the crew arrived in Penacony, Mr. Sunday and Robin showed up to greet us. I remember hearing something unusual in her voice, and now it seems I was right.
Robin believed it was because the harmony had been tampered with somehow. But as far as I know, there aren't many entities capable of interfering with the power of paths.
Meaning?
If there really is a traitor within the family, that person must hold a high position or possess unimaginable strength.
That would explain why Mr. Sunday has been having such difficulty in catching the traitor.
Of course. Yeah.
This light cone is securely guarded. It must hold some important memories.
According to Robin's interview, despite having performed on so many grand stages, her favorite performance was a pretend show she put on with her brother when they were just kids.
I wonder how their relationship is now.
Growing up brings gains, but also losses.
Yeah, time has a way of smoothing things out. The beautiful dreams of youth will eventually fade away.
Did we actually get the light cone though? Because I would love to have that light cone. Because not Sunday. Who is using it? I think Aventurine. Yes. I don't think we got that light cone. It was just... Yeah, we did not get it. Sad. Anyway. The important things. List of deaths week. Blah blah. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that properly. Answerall, a male Halovian, I think is the term for Robin and Sunday. Like they are Halovian. Okay, so Answerall was dragged into the sea by an unknown meme while sunbathing on the beach in the moment of oasis. Subsequent search and rescue operations proved unsuccessful. This was the first case. Can't tell if anything is wrong. Insufficient investigation? Maybe? Mori, a male from Cienjo, entered a spheroid in golden hour and mysteriously disappeared while the spheroid was bouncing in air. Later examinations showed no signs of forced entry or exit. It seems the culprit can ignore physical barriers. Conventional investigation methods feasible. Imaka, a female human, participated in a talent show in the moment of scorched sand, but accidentally fell off the stage before the judges turned around and disappeared into the shadows below. The footage for that episode of the show has been deleted. The culprit is swift and skilled at disguises. Caution is advised. Weber, a male Pepeshi, fell down when entering his office on payday in Gilded Hour and was killed by an unknown meme that suddenly appeared. The memories of witnesses have been processed, preferring to attack wounded or vulnerable individuals. Uncertain, maybe taking orders from someone else. Chemet, maybe? Male Pepeshi taken away while flipping over a card at the casino. Casino staff delved with the aftermath. Flipping a card. Interesting. I wouldn't really say that, but sure. Dekem, a male human, jumped into the ocean of green bubbles in Blue Hour to impress his girlfriend. Entangled unknown meme. Drowned. Girlfriend's memories have been processed, but the outcomes are not satisfactory. Further intervention from motivators may be necessary. Most cases are related to the ocean. Could this be a breakthrough? Maybe. Scratch that. After checking, only 2 cases were related to the ocean. 2? Really? It did feel like more substantial. But yeah, answer all. And then the chem. Female Foxian engulfed by an unknown meme. At the slots? The slot machines. So, right out in public. Could it be the Sweet Dreams troupe? Does it have the ability to imitate and learn multiple culprits, maybe? There's like a mastermind behind it. Bloodhound. A bloodhound was attacked as well. Before his shift change in a moment of serenity, resulting in his death after a fight. Security measures have been enhanced in the prison area. No notable details in this case. Need to ask the Bloodhound family to strengthen the defenses in the prison and other facilities. A female human disappearing while visiting the film history gallery. Is that why the park was closed? Male Intelletron. Newly purchased high-grade vision sensor. Interesting. Over 100 cases related to the Memory Zone meme death. However, the author of the list seems to still struggle with figuring out the pattern.
Information about Robin, Firefly, and the other victims. I don't see any commonalities among them.
Yeah.
Looks like the rumors were right. Death does seem to be targeting random victims. And based on Sunday's notes, he's no stranger to death.
He's just surprised that it has resurfaced.
Interesting. Oh, we have notes here. A letter from Alfalfa to Sunday. I have been informed about Robin, and I would like to express my deepest condolences. Okay, so the families heard about Robin. However, I must remind you that you now hold the position of not only her elder brother, but also the head of the Oak family. Your every action has implications for all of Penacony. As Penacony is going through a critical period, it is crucial that you do not allow your hatred to cloud your judgment. And be cautious not to engage in activities that others can use against you as leverage. I heard that you are planning to dedicate a significant amount of time and resources to find Death. Such action does not serve the best interests of the family as a whole, and I strongly advise you to reconsider it to avoid potential impeachments from other family heads. Interesting to say that. While you are convinced that Death is connected to the Watchmaker, I have met that Watchmaker many times long before the Dream Master adopted you and your sister, and I have never found any evidence linking him to the Memory Zone meme. Now that you are the head of the Oak family, it is essential that you assess the situation objectively and consider the bigger picture. It is unwise to allocate all of Penacony's resources and manpower for the sake of a personal vendetta, as this would bring dishonor to the Great One. And by Great One, I think they mean Shipe, the Harmony. The Charmony Festival is on the horizon, and the watchmaker's guests are all barely holding back their own agendas. Neither you nor I could face the severe consequences if Dominicus' arrival is delayed. Therefore, I urge you to control your emotions and fulfill your responsibilities as the head of the Oak family, focusing only on the festival and avoiding any interference from external sources. In addition, we must not neglect the honored guests invited by the watchmaker, as mishandling this matter could lead to diplomatic conflicts with other major factions, involving us in disputes that could have been avoided. As your elder, I hope you comprehend the gravity of the situation and handle it appropriately. As for the matter of Robin, there would be time to pursue it once the festival concludes. Excuse me? Robin is the main performer, like the focal point of the festival. What do you mean? By then, I will provide you with the necessary resources and manpower in the name of the Alfalfa family to help you get your revenge. Additionally, I have heard rumors that the Dream Master is not entirely pleased with your recent activities. I advise you to conduct yourself with caution. Yours sincerely, Old Otie.
It seems neither the Dream Master of Penacony nor this old Otie is happy with Sunday's recent performance.
They don't seem to care much about death. Instead, they're more concerned about the Charmony Festival and the Watchmaker.
Maybe the other family heads don't think death is a big deal. One thing's for sure. There's a lot of internal conflict within the family, and everybody has their own agenda.
List of suspects. That's interesting. Esteemed head of the Oak family. The investigation into all the suspects involved in the death case have been concluded. The findings are summarized below for your review. Respectfully yours, Esme Drott. Attachment. Ryan, a general staff from the Oak family, short gray hair, leading a laid-back lifestyle, often caught slacking off at work. Percy, diplomatic clerk, suffering from severe OCD, unable to work until his tie is tied and checked 5 times. Rishi, a diplomatic clerk from the Oak family, long gray hair, devoted fan of Clocky. Devoted fan of Clocky, you say? Exhibits a preference for the clock element in almost all aspects of life. Connor, a professor at Paperfold University, short-red hair, rumored by students to be enigmatic figure due to his unkempt appearance. Doriani, a professor at Paperfold University, short gray hair, known among students for bringing cigarettes to class instead of textbooks. I cannot read to save my life. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, I just had to check something. Okay, where was I? Pururu, a researcher from the Nightingale family, long blonde hair, known for being obsessed with soda and having a research lab trash can filled with empty drink cans. That does not seem suspicious. Benny, dreamscape producer from the Nightingale's family, curly brown hair, frail and thin, exhibiting an almost fanatical affection for dream construction. Interesting. Maureen, a dreamweaver from the Nightingale family, standard stature for pappashy adults, possesses a collector's fetish, particularly fond of mugs and jugs. Sir Whittaker, distinguished by his rare orange pupils, Nightingale family. Pat, a renowned actor from the Iris family. Featured in numerous classic films and TV shows, known for his distinctive thigh band, Porridge, Iris Family, gangster-themed films, acclaimed for his performance in close quarters combat scenes. Nader, Iris Family, good reputation among tourists, engaging conversations. Carrie, Iris Family, known for cross-dressing in films to play suit-clad male protagonists, affectionately called by her fans as the Grey Beauty. Brandon, Bloodhound Family, awarded a medallion for rescuing 10 stranded tourists in an incident caused by a meme. Carter, a security officer, Bloodhound Family, small stature, often spending his leisure time at casinos. That's fine. Woolsey, we have met Woolsey. Bloodhound Guardians, stocky man bearing several scars from previous encounters with memes. I wouldn't call him stocky. Isn't stocky people like wide and small? Woolsey was very tall, from what I remember. Olomu, Bloodhound Family, unconstoppable, excellent undercover work and investigation, underground gangs. Karina, Bloodhound Family, Fireball, nicknamed by underground gangs due to her tendency to wear all red attire while enforcing law. Melanie, Alfalfa Family, exhibiting a mental age beyond her actual years. Gabe, Alfalfa Family, used to enjoy candy before a gamble starts? Why is that suspicious? Lothric, Alfalfa Family, possessing a sense of humor that attracts numerous VIP customers. Lester, regularly indulging in Dreamjoy special. Nyagi, I think, maybe, maintains a calm demeanor that has generated a lot of revenue for the family. 52 suspects, none of these
Mr. Sunday has done some serious research on
seem
his
to
suspects.
be very suspicious to
This
me.
traitor must have been causing trouble for the family for a long time.
They all seem to be insiders, but I haven't met any of them.
And none of, like, by these descriptions, I don't think any of them would be suspicious.
Huh? Wait, these characteristics.
What is it?
No, nothing. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. However, if this traitor really exists, could they be responsible for Firefly and Robin's deaths?
Perhaps that's why Sunday is taking this matter so seriously.
That's all for now. Nothing more noteworthy.
Before coming here, I had all sorts of scenarios in my head about dealing with the family. I did not expect an empty mansion.
Watch out. Someone's approaching.
I don't think trespassing on forbidden areas is the way to be a guest, Mr. Yang. And Acheron? The Galaxy Ranger?
Our apologies, Mr. Sunday. Nobody came to greet us, so we entered without permission. I hope you can forgive us.
But even if there's no one to greet you, you should wait for the host. Don't you agree?
You got us there.
Even without the famous Galaxy Ranger. As far as I know, the crew has officially accepted the family's commission, so coming here will be unnecessary for you.
On the contrary, that's exactly why we're here, to ask you about the case and gather more information. We don't want any loose ends.
Well, since you've come with goodwill, I have no reason to show you the door.
Rest assured, he hasn't figured out that we went through those documents.
I mean, if you are talking about it like that, he might have an inkling.
While the truth remains a mystery, I'm getting close to it. I assure you that the traitor will soon pay the price.
He definitely knows. He definitely knows. We didn't even say anything about the traitor.
Let's hope justice will prevail soon. I have a question for you, if you don't mind. How did the family come to the conclusion that the murderer was within the family? With all due respect, it's in the IPC's interest to wreak havoc before the Charmony Festival, and the family has every reason to suspect the IPC's involvement.
Well, other family heads share the same suspicions as you, but in my opinion, the true murderer would never have drawn as much attention as that ambassador did. Not to mention, I personally shackled him a while ago.
Yes, we did. We did see that happen.
However, I'll give you a suggestion regarding your suspicions, Mr. Yang. You should be more cautious of Aventurine. While the wicked can't break through high walls, they can plunge their evil dagger into the heart of the righteous. He's a businessman, not some philanthropist. But right now, he's out there handing out his wealth on the streets. And he went to the Clock Studios theme park all by himself. Who knows what kind of scheme he's cooking up? While the family is dedicated to keeping our guests safe, it might be wise for you to stay alert.
I'm sorry. You sent him out to investigate, and now you are basically sicking us against him. Like you are pitting us against him. Something is not adding up.
You never know what unexpected troubles could arise.
Enter safe zone.
According to a Pierpoint hotline tip, there was a major breakthrough in the shocking Ejhazio Aventurine case. The suspect has been arrested. This fraud case has been linked to many departments within the Interastral Peace Corporation and the Intelligentsia Guild, causing a large drain in manpower and resources, resulting in the IPC taking a massive loss.
The case's main suspect originates from Sigonia 4 and is one of the survivors of the second Kataka Abjin extinction event, who does not carry an interstellar refugee travel permit. As per Strategic Investment Department head Diamond's sentiments, the IPC has appropriately relocated the suspect in the spirit of the Charter and will continue to conduct further investigations as to the motive of the suspect.
Jade.
What pretty eyes. Tell me, do they shine in the dark?
And this is Aventurine. Okay.
Well, if they did, I'd sell them in a heartbeat.
You don't know how many people long for your eyes to be closed forever. As a servant, you should not resist your master. Yet, you went and killed that man anyway.
I wouldn't say servant. They were talking about him as a slave. And that's quite inhumane, if you ask me.
No lawyer has the audacity to defend you. Perhaps you ought to represent yourself.
Not difficult, but definitely pointless.
You're pretty confident on your eloquence. Did you also think that when you lied to the Intelligentsia Guild?
Ask and you shall receive. You wanted the perfect construction material. All I did was offer a possibility. It was just a small wager. If your luck holds out, the IPC will dig something up from the golden sands of Ejhazio. Maybe even the Sand King's remains. Pity your luck has run out.
Dysenroth, isn't that the swarm, though? Or am I mixing things up? I'm sorry.
I'll admit that. What I'm more curious about, though, is why such a grand scheme failed to benefit anyone in the end, including the perpetrator himself.
Madam, I already have what I want. To be brought before you for the next high-stakes gamble.
Okay, so Kakawasha, his original name, was a refugee, basically. Lost his mother and probably his sister as well, his whole family, and was brought or bought as a slave, and then ended his master, so to say. Ugh, I do not like that word. And went on to create chaos, basically, so he could be brought to the IPC. Interesting.
Then let's talk about the second gamble. Tell me, what are you prepared to wager this time?
My life. I bet you won't send me to the gallows.
What do you want then?
I want your Lenore to meet with me. I have something to say.
And then what?
I want cash.
It can't be that simple, can it?
It is that simple. 30 tanbas. The remainder of my market value. 30 tanbas. No more, no less. With this money, I'll climb to even greater heights than you. Grasp even more riches than you. I wager you won't give me this chance. Which is why you should call him here.
Interesting. A pity Diamond won't see you. No one gets to see him. From here on out, I am Diamond's representative, and I will decide on his behalf. You're wrong. 30 tanbas. I'll give you that. And much more than that. Wealth, status, power. The IPC will give you whatever you want, even what you don't want.
And why?
Kakavasha. A good name, but unfortunately destined to be buried in the dirt. You, though, you deserve to live, to create even more wealth for us.
Because of the wagers, because of the bets, and the gambles.
Go. Pick the clothes you like. Then choose your desired identity. And then... use them well, child.
This is how he became Aventurine.
May your schemes be forever concealed.
Life is like a long-term investment. Those who choose correctly, do the correct things, reach the correct outcomes, and show the world their value. People can't always make the right choices in their lives. But luck has always been on my side. I've never lost. Is it because Gallagher blesses me? Well, if that's the case, she must also be looking upon me right now. My success is inevitable. But what then?
Aventurine here asking the real questions.
Even if I overcome this difficult trial, what would come next? What awaits me after this glorious gamble? An even more glorious one?
Who knows?
Will I return triumphant with unending riches after countless successes, or will I encounter failure, never to return? I'm pretty sure you already have some ideas.
Excuse me?
Lowly gambler.
What? Who was that?
What? What?
That was his voice.
Am I dreaming, or have I gone completely insane?
Perhaps both.
Perhaps.
Forgotten me already? When you were strapped to that electric chair by a mannequin warlords, who was it that gave you the idea?
Fine. I may be crazy, but I'm not stupid. Get out of my head, newborn of the Harmony.
The Harmony? Oh, don't play the fool. It's not the first time we've met. No need to be so polite. I'm you, and perhaps even more aware of yourself than you. Of what exactly you want. You're dying. And you still want to drag a bunch of unfortunate fools with you through death's door. That's why you're here, isn't it? A grand unveiling. You really think you can pull it off?
I mean, he is very much not in the position to do that.
Why not?
Well, you may have fooled everyone, but you can't fool yourself. I can show you. Before you're entirely gone, I'll be with you for the last stretch of your road.
Is this himself? Kakawasha, maybe?
Let's have a heart-to-heart while we walk.
What exactly are you?
Most people in this world spend their entire lives just to reach one outcome. And I am that outcome.
What does that mean?
Kakavasha, I am your future.
First, I'm hearing things, and now I'm seeing them. Great. Am I going to be elevated into the Harmony's Emanator next? Oh, why are there no guests here? What's that featherhead doing?
Excuse me, what? I am confused.
Just a Pepeshi? No. A child. I thought minors weren't allowed in Golden Hour. Hey kid, you okay? Are you lost?
Headache, okay?
What's wrong, mister? You don't look well.
Is that...
Your eyes.
Is that who I think it is?
Impossible. Who are you?
They're pretty, aren't they? Sis said they're a gift from Mama Funga. Colorful eyes are said to bring good luck. Mister, you have pretty eyes too. Beautiful.
Oh, my heart. My heart.
Are you alone? Where are your parents?
They're in that amusement park. Papa and Mama went in first. I'm just about to go look for them. I have to go. Goodbye, mister. Hope you have a good time, too.
Those eyes. And Mama Funga. No, it can't. There aren't any Avgens left.
I am not sure what's happening here. There are no Avgins left. But there is one
Mama, wait for me.
right in front of us.
Only on Penacony, am I right?
What are you still doing here?
Well, you've known all along. The family truly showed leniency to everyone who came seeking help. Why would there be a need for such high walls and deep moats? However, people don't see it like that. Especially since the flavor of the dream syrup is so alluring. You will receive no charity on Penacony. And relying on your own strength alone to topple high walls? Not a likely fate. Which is why, once you step into the hotel, you remove your high hat and beg everyone you come across for help. Like a hyena scavenging for scraps in the desert. Because you know that opportunities are fleeting.
Well, when you put it like that, even Ratio's a teeny peacock analogy sounds pleasant.
Well, you know how rare it is for me to give you the straight dope. So listen while you can. It's good timing that you mentioned the doctor. I'm especially fond of what you and he have in common. The conspiracies, calculations. Especially the part about the finale, a magnificent act of betrayal. Oh, when everyone thinks this way, who would even suspect that it was another trap you've meticulously devised? Go on. Tell me I'm right. You know who you really are, Mr. Cavalier Gambler. Uptight, overcautious, massive inferiority complex. You've won so much, and you're still so afraid of losing.
I mean, I cannot blame him for that.
They only see your big bets, your bravado, the full house, the straight flush. They don't know the other hand is below the table, clutching your chips for dear life.
A gamble is a gamble, no matter how big or small it is. If you have a lot to lose, you are going to be nervous. And if everything that you have achieved and even your own life is on the line here, as I suspect for Aventurine, from everything we've seen so far of his past, he does feel like a very tragic, well, he is a very tragic character. But yeah, it's understandable to be nervous or even very afraid of this big gamble that he's going on.
It's a heck of an act. No wonder the tavern sent you an invite. You're a natural kid. You don't stop at fooling the audience, you fool yourself too.
Well, the best way to prevent others from seeing your true colors is first being able to fool yourself.
Yeah.
Of course. I know you all too well. But it's strange. Why did you decline that invitation? You had the chance to embrace elation. Was that not what you most wanted? But you chose the IPC instead.
A chance to embrace elation. Isn't that like the masked fools and Sparkle?
For the preservation? I doubt it. Do you even have anything in common with the preservation?
Self-preservation is a form of preservation if you ask me so.
Oh, I thought you knew. Didn't you say you had me pegged? We're done. Either stop talking or disappear from my sight.
That's fine. But who exactly is about to disappear here?
Well, it's not going to be me, anyway.
shouts in the crowd. Prisons blesses reverberations. Oh shoot.
Ah, playing hide and seek. I'm really good at this.
I'm not really interested in playing, but I guess we don't have a choice. No? Yes? Rotate, activate, rotate, and then launch. This is very dangerous. I don't want to be attacked here. Please. Thank you.
Hide and seek. What sweet childhood memories. When Mama said goodbye that day, how many catechins were like jackals hot on your heels? I know you won't forget that sound anytime soon. Those shrill cackles. You had to hide right under the noses of those savages. You and Big Sis, playing dead, drifting in all that bloody water. Completely ruined that shirt. Shame. Wasn't that the last one Dad left behind?
No.
It wasn't ruined. I've always kept it.
Come on. It's a rag. It's not like you can ever wear it. Now you don't have to hide. You probably won't even deign to get your pretty outfit wet in the rain. Your social capital has changed after all.
That does not mean that we can leave the past behind just like that.
I've never changed.
On the contrary, now you're the one who does the hunting. The last round of hide and seek, and you get to be it. You should enjoy it.
That child. Could he be in here?
He who was once living is now dead. We who were once lived are now dying.
Is this...
That's a cornerstone.
a topaz? What is this doing here?
What? Does your cornerstone wrench out of your heart, son?
I was merely curious at why it was here.
Maybe that winged guy put it here. To taunt you. Just to make you realize that your painstakingly arranged magic show is nothing but a death rattle. The cornerstone's hue is the same as the radiance of Clipant's body. I've got to give it to you. I've heard a lot of baloney, but that lie deserves a prize for sheer nerve. If he were just a little bit smarter, the jig would have been up right there.
This is just bait.
Of course. That's why Ratio's betrayal was one of the keys to your plan. I have to say, that doctor's acting was superb.
Or maybe he wasn't acting at all.
Wait, I'm confused now. Is Ratio in on Aventurine's scheme or not?
All the better for you. Sunday didn't become head of the Oak family by acting sloppy. He's obsessed with control. You have to give him enough detail to satisfy his meticulous nature, but not so much that he gets suspicious. Which is why you had Ratio seek him out and leak the plan on purpose. To prevent the other party from suspecting anything. The intel you gave to Ratio was all true, and he spoke the same to Sunday. Finally, Sunday took the bait, found the other cornerstone, and before you know it, everyone's distracted enough for you to steal the third stone right out from under them.
Why don't you stop rummaging through my mind?
Wait, so the family had the Aventurine cornerstone. But why?
Your mind. It's our mind. You're me, and I'm you. We're the same. The best way to prevent others from seeing your true colors is to first be able to fool yourself. Really? You can't even fool yourself. You just got lucky this time.
And that's the jade.
This is the other cornerstone in Sunday's hands. Rather beautiful green. Just like you. Smooth. Cunning.
But it's not the Aventurine.
Tell me. What's its name?
Why are you even asking me?
Must I do all the work? Aventurine is the stone of luck and trickery. That's what she said when you received the stone, wasn't it? This type of stone isn't rare, but its hue is very similar to a certain gem. In fact, it's often used as a substitute. And that more precious gem is...
Jade. Even Sunday can't tell the difference. Oh, looks like Jade can be substituted for Aventurine, too. Sauce for the goose.
Okay. So it's actually the Aventurine stone?
Aventurine, topaz, jade. 3 elites, 3 cornerstones who, for a measly Penacony, offered their everything. Oh, you're even more united than the family.
That's not that hard. We just established that the family is basically in shambles.
As I've said before, 3 chips are sufficient. All or nothing.
The 3 chips! He did say that.
But will it be the former or the latter? We'll find out soon enough.
So, where's the real Aventurine stone? Take it out. Let's have a look.
That's very interesting to say. You just told him that you are him and he is you. So if that's the case, if that's true, you should know where it is.
Suddenly you don't know where it is?
I just want to hear you say it. After all, it really does resemble its owner.
As you wish, then. They never went anywhere. They're right where they belong. Piled up with these cheap baubles.
You smashed the Aventurine stone before you left?
What?
Oh, just look at it. Shattered. Just like your life. Poor thing. A humble pebble coated in the most lustrous sheen. I take it back. This thing is far more precious than your life.
I was not expecting that. I was not expecting it to be basically in pieces.
You're absolutely clear about the consequences of doing this. Blasphemy against Clipoth's body. You think the IPC will let you get off scot-free?
Well, Diamond has always been all about results. As long as I could create value far beyond the cost, the ends justify the means. How else would the family be fooled if there was no price to pay? It doesn't matter. Even smashed to smithereens, the preservation's cornerstone can still be used. Its effect may be greatly diminished, but it's enough for me.
Now I'm really curious. Why does every step you take involve reckless risks, and the choices you prepare for yourself always come with a strong impulse for self-destruction?
That is very interesting. I did not see this part playing out like this.
Do you truly believe that the greater the risk, the greater the rewards? I wouldn't have guessed you'd be so loyal to the IPC.
I mean, they gave him purpose, they gave him shelter, and they gave him something that he can call a home, maybe? So I kind of see why he's doing it.
There is so much you don't see. Which is also why you'll never see how I'll win it all.
That is, if you can do what it takes.
We'll just have to wait and see then. The cornerstone is gone. Another illusion of the harmony. Huh?
There's the child.
Hello. We meet again, Mr. Pretty Eyes.
Oh, my heart.
Yes. We meet again. Did you find your mother and father?
Of course. Big Sis is there too. The four of us were just playing hide and seek. I'm so happy. On our way here, Papa even brought me to see a blimp.
I think you mean film.
Yes, that's it. Putting many drawings together and turning them into a moving wall painting.
My heart.
They put me, Papa, Mama, and Big Sis together, turning us into one big family. You should give it a try too, mister. You look sad. The amusement park will cheer you up.
Sure.
My heart. Hamster Ball Night, Fast and Fury Nut. Oh my gosh. What kind of name is that? What do I do here? Clock is extras. Click the flip button to dodge obstacles and opponents. If you dodge right before you are about to crash into a roadblock, you will trigger Turbo Dash and experience a short period of invulnerability. Energy can be accumulated by triggering Turbo Dash and picking up supplies. When energy is full, you will enter Naughty Blitz and experience a long period of invulnerability. Okay. The film's length is limited in movie mode. The progress bar below indicates the film progress. Audience score will be accumulated by conducting Turbo Dash, picking up supplies, or slamming into opponents or obstacles while invulnerable. Trigger the events above as many times as you can to achieve the target audience score. Ah, okay. Bum. Ow. That's... Am I misunderstanding something here? I might be misunderstanding something. I might have misunderstood something. But we got it still, so.
How's that? Not a bad score, eh?
He's gone.
Boring.
Okay. Where is he? Please don't. I'm just passing through. I don't want to fight here.
Why aren't you talking?
You've piqued my interest. I'll admit that there are still aspects of you that I don't completely understand.
Well, you sound sincere this time, at least.
Well, sincerity is one of my traits that everybody likes. And I have precious few of those. Moving on. See that maze over there? I'll know everything about you before you reach the exit. Our quaint journey through this amusement park still isn't over, and I wouldn't mind stretching this out at all.
I'm so interested in where this is going. I want to find out. What this Aventurine is doing, or why he's doing what he's doing.
Whoa! This place. It's so tall! Even taller than the tallest rocks in the desert!
Here is no water, only the rock.
And there are so many flowers here! Vixis, this one's for you!
Rock and no water, only the sandy road. Okay.
A dead end? Oh, is this the wrong way?
Shackles?
Oh, what's on your mind?
It's got nothing to do with you.
Do you need a hint? These are manacles on you. That man gave you your first job, and you made your first pot of gold. I remember it all too well. You wrapped that iron chain around your fist, for that is the only tool you could find. Then, in that maze, you...
Shut up!
Oh, you don't wish to face your past? Unwilling to admit that your life is worth only 60 tonbas? Well, from what I see, you refuse to confront it, because it only proves your weakness.
How could a weak person take such daring risks?
Oh, that's right. You love the thrill of danger, but you refuse to let go of meaningless sentiments. Even in this beautiful dream, the only thing you dare allow yourself is death. In your hands, those who follow you could have become joker cards. They're far more useful that way. It's not like this is the only place the family ever cut corners. You could have had tons of action if you weren't so all or nothing. All it takes is a meager sacrifice. I bet Opal would have resolved this without a fuss.
Inferiority complex.
Well, you wouldn't be in this state if you could just get with the program. And why couldn't you? Out of professional integrity?
Those techniques you mentioned are highly efficient, but it's not that I don't know about them. It's more like I couldn't care less. Get it? What fun is it if the fight isn't fair?
Fair? You assume your opponents would fight fair in the first place. The odds are obviously not in your favor, so how are you just breezing by? But did that masked fool's words awaken something in you?
Well, she gave me an answer that could turn everything upside down.
How? How would be that? I think we are ending. What? I'm sorry. We are reaching the end of the stream. I'm not sure how long this part is going to go. Let me check for a second. I did not think that I was going to be playing for this long. But it's very interesting. I cannot just stop this right now. Like, this is very interesting part, a very interesting part that goes on very long from what I see. We might have to end it because my brain is getting fried here. Yep. Okay, so we are currently around the halfway point. Should I go and finish this? I want to know what happens. I want to know where this is leading us. So I'm going to be finishing this part. So we are going to be going quite long today.
Everything? You mean it could make all the cards on the table just disappear?
That's cheating.
If these leaves could be brought back, would they bloom into new flowers?
Amongst the rock, one cannot stop or think. That's a pin?
Your expression right now is hard to put into words. The lucky charm Mama left you is made from gold. Why did you never consider selling it? You obviously could have lived a normal life like Big Sis that way. Looking back, that was the better choice.
Mama only left us with 2 pieces of jewelry. A necklace and a lucky charm. There won't ever be a 3rd piece.
That's what you always say, but you actually regret it, don't you? That you didn't sell them.
You can zip it if there's nothing to talk about.
I know. You must remember what Big Sis told you. You're a child blessed by Gallagher Triclops and can lead the clan to happiness. So always remember to protect yourself and never resent the pain and poverty you're going through. The words still ring in your ears, don't they? You're a good kid, so you definitely won't have forgotten. So, you surely won't forget how tragic her last moments of life were. How the piercing laughter behind you felt like it was drilling into your heart. You ran away without looking back, just as she told you to.
And we are back to sadness.
A lifelong regret, indeed.
Enough! Do you not have anything better to talk about?
Oh, shut me down like a champ! Well, I guess when it comes to mind games, this isn't exactly your first rodeo. I think I finally get you. And woo! You are nuts! In the end, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death. Well, you stuck to that start to finish.
Wait, so Aventurine's whole plan is to give up his life?
Think about it. There's a Stellaron in play, the fabulous Robin loses her voice, 2 unsolved murders, cryptic messages from a masked fool, and a chance to go head-to-head with Sunday himself. And the only thing to pique your interest is one word. The last word. A word that's right there at your fingertips. Death. But whose exactly?
We'll know when the dice falls.
then. Reserve a seat for me in the audience. I'm curious to see just how capable you are. Still, you never answered my question. If you could start over, would you still want to be the child who received Gallagher's blessing?
Well, that
So
is a
quiet this
question.
time. Is he finally gone?
Feet deep in
Or
the
am I the
sand.
one about to disappear?
Dead mountain mouth of furious deep. Interesting.
Finally,
Phrase.
made it out of this place.
We're going home? But I don't want to go back yet.
Whoa. Okay. Activate. Rotate. No. Hey. Rotate. No. It's this way. And then this way. And then this way. This way. I think we need this. And then no energy. Close. Activate. I was thinking too much into it. There he goes. But red sullen faces sneer and snarl. But dry, sterile thunder without rain.
It's so fun here. I want to stay here forever.
If there were water. And no rock. If there were rock. But no water. Oh, it's one of these.
Brother Hanu, where are you going?
There's only one place he can be going. Whether it's in the past.
Okay. Tombstones mission will experience true calamity when Hanu gets his Hanu launcher. After taking aim at an enemy, hitting the fire button will unleash the Hanu rocket and consume ammunition. Enemies will drop ammo after being defeated. If one round of ammo hits multiple enemies, more ammo is dropped at once. Brother Hanu has no more ammo left. You can return to Hanu launcher's position to unlock Hanu rocket again and replenish one ammo.
Past, present, or future.
Are we going up or down? I think we are going. We cannot go up. Boom. Okay. If you use the Hanu rocket to ignite the fireworks, it will trigger an explosion that defeats enemies and is even capable of destroying walls. We are teleporting up here. No. Then I can get down from there. But we got the chest. So we have to return to normal form here, I think.
Mister, is that you? I hear the sound of leather shoes.
We're back here? Or is this a different part? No, I think we're back here. This is where we started.
Ah, it really is you. I don't know why, mister, but you always give me a special feeling that makes me more curious about you. It's sad that I can't get to know you more. We have to say goodbye. Did you have fun?
Oh no, my heart. I cannot take this.
You're going back?
Yes, I should go home. The day's getting dark, and it's going to rain. I don't want to worry the others.
You're home. Where is it?
What a strange question. It's where Papa, Mama, and Big Sis are. In this dream.
In this dream.
This amusement park. This beautiful dream. They really are peaceful. Everyone loves it. But, mister, why don't you like it?
Because they're not here.
Where are they then?
I don't know.
You do know. But there's no point pressing the issue.
Hi.
Admit it. You're tired.
He does seem tired.
We all are. Which is why we chose to stay here. Me and him. Your past and future.
How long will you stay?
Forever. We'll be with you forever in this dream.
No, no. Okay, no. I don't want to cry here.
This is the greatest honor that we can offer to those who hurtle towards death. The road less traveled is less traveled for a reason. But you've never gone in any other direction. Your own life is the chip you're most eager to lay down. Always has been. You don't care who the real murderer is, and the Watchmaker's so-called legacy couldn't be more boring. What you want, what you need, is to be the smooth operator, the solid gold deal maker who doesn't waste a drop of sweat, even when he's up to his neck in danger, deep inside family territory. You want to be polished up, cuffed with red-hot chains, and spotlit center stage. You'll be the closing act, the final sacrifice.
I can do it. And it will be flawless.
Of course you can. Your luck will help you at the right time. Stellaron and an emanator. It's that simple, no?
If you think about it, he does have Dr. Ratio and Sparkle as well. With the button and the medicine.
That way, the IPC will earn a place at the table. And as for you, you'll just happen to slip the leash, leave the rat race, extract yourself from this endless debacle. You'll have the freedom you've always dreamed of. This isn't the first time. You've been in a fiasco started with a death, and its curtains will fall on another death. Oh. So that's why Diamond chose you.
He's just after Penacony. No matter the means, no matter the price. It's not personal.
So he was sent here knowing he is going to have to sacrifice himself?
It's hard, isn't it?
Well, don't get soft on me now. What, did you suddenly grow a conscience?
Why, I was born from yourself. I'm well aware that climbing out of the hole you've dug is basically impossible. I can't stop you from doing what you want. We can't change where you want to go.
Well, what's done can't be undone. All we can do is play the cards we're dealt and rake in as much time as possible.
Yes. Alas, people won't make all the right choices in their lifetime. Though luck always seems like it's on your side. You will keep winning, having never lost before, but why you? Why must it be you? If all your luck is built on the pain of someone you love, on the loss of dozens more, if these windfalls, these jackpots, aren't a gift from Gallagher, if all they are is a long string of meaningless deaths.
Wouldn't that be a curse? Blah, 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 blah. It's getting hard to talk, but wouldn't that be a curse if you are the only one who's lucky and everyone else is punished around you?
Then what did we do to deserve living in a world like that?
Hello? Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you here. Thank you for joining. We've been streaming for a while and we are ending it soon-ish. Not sure how soon that will be, but I'm getting pretty tired here. But thank you for joining. My name is Avery, and I hope you have fun while you are here with us.
Maybe when I get to where I'm going and look back, I'll know what the trip was all about.
Well, hopefully.
Time to make a move, my friend. I'll be waiting up ahead. Say goodbye to the kid before you shuffle off. It's best to die without regrets.
My heart. My heart cannot take this.
And now, only we are left. Can you take a photo for me? I want a memento.
Sure thing.
Sure. Come on.
It's only him. Oh. I am saving this. I am saving this, definitely.
How nice. Now I can see what I look like too.
Look at the lens when you're taking a photo the next time. Your expression will look more natural.
Sure, I will. Then, mister, are you going back too?
I can't leave yet.
We still have some business left to do.
I still have a show to do.
Yep.
Oh, you're about to go on stage, aren't you? Let's go then. I'll take you to the stage.
Precious baby. Oh my gosh.
Sure.
I can't.
So you're an actor. No wonder your clothes are so stylish.
I'm actually a merchant, but I do have a show to do.
Sorry. I want to take a look at this. If I can. Can I? Why? Why? Why doesn't it let me see it? It's okay. We saved it.
Are you the same as those men in black in the sky?
A reward with no risk.
But you're not wearing black.
Black?
Only ordinary employees
In the
have to
sky?
wear that. My position is much higher than theirs.
Awesome. I hope I can become as good looking as you when I grow up.
Of course you can. You'll be better and stronger than me.
My heart. This is very interesting. I am not sure how to feel about this, apart from being heartbroken. We just walked through this whole amusement park with our future self and our past self. And you're asking me not to cry. I almost did. Over plains endless. Into cracked earths. Stumbling. Get on stage. Fear not. Never look back. That's the only thing for now, I guess.
Behind this curtain is the grand stage. It's almost time to go on stage. Are you ready? Good luck with your show.
Thank you.
You still seem pretty nervous. Let's put our palms together. If you receive Gaiathra's blessing, you'll feel more relaxed.
My heart.
Putting our palms together is a simple ritual. By putting our palms together and reciting the prayer to Mama Funga, she will bless us. If you're not familiar, I can guide you.
It's all right. I know how to do it.
Do we get a cutscene? I want to see these two interact.
Of course I know.
This is where we go our own way, Kakavasha.
Flashback.
Catechins are coming.
The flashback. I wasn't ready for that.
Catechins have already taken all our money, food, and they killed our parents. What more do they want?
Catechins are bloodthirsty, cruel, and insatiably greedy. They want everything only to end up with nothing. This is a trick, an act of revenge. Remember? Today is the day of the Kakava, and also your birthday. They know the Avgin will surely hold a festival today. With the aid of this rain, they will come to destroy our wagons and take everything they want. Little do the Catechins Tombstones know. This time, we will fight back. The men in black that descend from the skies are on our side. The catechins stand no chance against them, and will surely pay for their arrogance. Without this rain, the catechins would never take action, and we would not have the chance to turn the tide. This is a gift from Gallagher, and you are Kakavasha, whose good fortune will bless your sister with success.
But people will die, and you will be in danger. How is that good fortune? Why are you all doing this?
It's exactly what the future self said. If you are the only lucky one, how is that actually lucky?
The Avgin always return their blood debts. Gallagher calls for me, while Papa and Mama are waiting for me. I must answer the call. But she will bless you with good fortune and help you survive.
How is it good fortune that you lost all of your family? Like, no wonder he turned out the way he did. You know?
As long as you are alive, the blood of the Avgin will never run dry. So run, Kakavasha. Do not be afraid, and do not look back. Go to the other side of the mountain. The rain will accompany you, and the rain will bless you. As for us, we will reunite in Kakava's next aurora. May the goddess Gallagher close her eyes 3 times. Keep your blood eternally pulsing. Let your journey be forever peaceful, and your schemes forever concealed. Farewell, Kakavasha.
Newsflash from the Interastral Peace broadcast. The IPC Marketing Development Department spokesperson confirms that a small-scale rebellion has broken out in the unclaimed region of Sigonia. The situation is now under control. The insurgents are from a local clan known as Kataka, which has a long history of disdain towards the IPC. This has caused a serious negative impact to the work of the IPC's Marketing Development Department.
The clan launched a massive attack on the Avgin, who were under the protection of the IPC, resulting in 6,728 deaths and 3,452 missing. The casualties are currently under the care of the frontline trauma team.
No way.
The spokesperson expresses his deepest condolences for this devastating humanitarian disaster. At the same time, delivering an important message on this matter to all interplanetary citizens. Finally, he proclaims, the hammer of preservation will fall for all beings, regardless of life or death, regardless of race, regardless of ideology, to uphold the basic rights we inherently possess.
Kakavasha?
Sorry. I am speechless.
Bye.
Go on stage.
Okay. All the actors are in place. It's time for the show to begin. This act is dedicated to you. I hope it'll be an unforgettable memory for you. Kakavasha.
By the way, before you go, I have a personal question.
What?
Do you truly want to destroy the world with your own hands?
Now I understand why. I do.
Let's assume, just assuming now, that every time I roll the dice, there's a possibility of achieving this particular outcome. Then I would be quite happy to make that wager.
Is this Miss Acheron? Hello, I'm Himiko, the Astral Express's navigator.
Whew. Oh boy. Well, that was quite heavy. I was not expecting to be still playing right now at this moment. But I do believe after this part, after this dialogue, I am very tired. And so we will be ending soon for today.
Hello, I'm March 7th. I'm sure he needs no introduction, as you definitely know him.
We have met. And right after all that heartache, we get this. Hey, I still deserve a proper intro. Please, pleasure to meet you, Miss Acheron. You can call me Clocky. Like, come on. I still deserve a proper intro. Pleasure to meet you, Miss
Hello?
Acheron.
None of you seem surprised by my arrival.
Since Welt has decided to travel with you, it means that he trusts you. And we trust his judgment.
I mean, yeah. That's definitely something that they would do.
I envy your close friendships.
Miss Acheron here doesn't present a danger, and she's of no threat to the Astral Express. Aventurine's prior accusation was based on nothing more than his own subjectivity. Which is why, before we continue working together, he has a duty to explain himself.
About that...
You want to create a situation where all three parties are present?
There must be some deeper meaning behind Aventurine's actions. I suspect he's been aware of Penacony's secret from the beginning, and has been continuously strategizing to unveil it. In that sense, the Astral Express's role in his plans would be imperative. In the worst-case scenario, he may use us to do something unexpected. Assuming things do escalate to that stage, having an extra ally is a good insurance policy. Penacony has numerous factions, and the state of affairs is significantly more intricate than that of Belobog and the Xianzhou.
I am the bone of my back, Stellaron is my body, and Trailblaze is my blood. That's very raw. I am going to hit you and be proud of that. We must mete out justice for
He's
the dead.
right. No matter what, we cannot ignore the safety of Penacony.
To solve the mystery of the Watchmaker, it is crucial to get the IPC's intel. The path ahead is fraught with danger. But what's trailblazing without a little danger?
Sounds like we've reached a consensus. Now, Miss Acheron?
I will accompany you, of course.
Let's move out then! But where do we start looking for him?
No need to rush. If he truly has laid a trap, he will definitely use every means to lure us in.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here it comes.
the most wondrous, most magnificent show in Penacony's history is about to begin. The IPC cordially invites everyone to Clock Studios Theme Park.
Look. Should both the performers and spectators fail to arrive, won't all of Aventurine's plans be for nothing?
Let's get going, everyone. The hour of trailblazing is upon us.
Whew. That is a weird part to end on for today. However, I am not really up for any more trailblazing for today. That was a lot. A lot of things have happened. We have learned a lot about Aventurine and his past today. And it's very tragic. It is quite sad. I do not have Trailblazer in my party, so let me just for a second do this. But yeah, a lot of things have happened.
Nice.
I am not going to change out of the crying face right now. That is my mood. What we have witnessed, I'm still not sure how the pieces fit together, but seeing Aventurine interact with his future quote unquote future self and his past self made me very emotional, to be very honest with you. We learned a lot of things, and hopefully from this we can go on and get more answers for all the questions that we have learned or
Nice.
were presented with. But yeah, thank you for joining me today. Just a second. I want to try and have everyone in frame just so I can make it look pretty. I mean, we can see well like this. That's good enough. But yeah, thank you for joining today. I hope you had a pleasant time. If you enjoyed your time here, please leave a like. And if you want to keep up with the channel, please consider subscribing. As I said in the beginning of the stream, next week we are going to start a little later than what our current schedule is. But we will be playing A Walk Among the Tombstones and see how things work out with Aventurine and his grand plan So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Nice.